This video chart presentation of Reservoir Minerals Inc. It's a Toronto Venture Exchange listed company trading under ticker RMC. This chart came up in a bullish investor scan. See from a 6-month chart, stock gapped up about 4 months ago, slowly trickled its way back down, found itself in a downward channel to fill the gap, but now for the better part of January it's holding a nice support level or about $2.20 and making another move. Nice up day on Tuesday, just over 8%. A little bit of an increase in volume to 260,000 shares. After pretty low volume, well, it trended sideways, challenging the 50-day moving average now. And this chart's going to stay on radar to break through this downtrend and try and move back above this 50-day moving average and potentially challenge some resistance points over top of $3. I can see the MACD trending back towards zero, only slightly below it now. Technical traders look for the MACD to break through zero. They reference it as breaking the money line because it's a bullish indication of trend. And you can see even through here when it made a small move like that, stock price moved off a bottom around 250, added more than 20% to break through $3. So I'd be watching for that MACD to once again try and make that move through zero. Pretty sharp upward move in the slow stochastics, breaking through 50, showing that the bullish trend is strengthening, and also breaking through this downward trend that it established since the beginning part of December. So that's a pretty optimistic sign as it comes off this base. Also notable, the money flow index is making higher lows, now pushed through 50. Tells me people are paying higher prices for the stock over the last 14 periods. And similarly, the relative strength index, which is a gauge of momentum, ultimately I want to see it over top of 50. It's a much more bullish position for momentum. And here just recently over the last 3 days, RSI's made a push, now registering almost 57, telling me that the momentum is strengthening in the play. Now, as I noted, there's the downtrend line that I'd be looking for to be broken. Still a little bit ahead, about 275. And of course, I don't mean pushing through this 50-day moving average, which is registering 253 right now. I want to pull that back off because I don't want that line to get in the way of some resistance lines I'm going to put on here. First and foremost, what I will note is a support area, which comes right through there about $2.10, $2.15. That was the old gap that was filled. Did dip briefly below it in December, but pulled right back up over top of it. Any pullbacks could dip as low as $2, but that whole area is an area of strong support that would absolutely have to hold, in my opinion, if this stock wants to pull back some. Now to the upside, you can definitely see that resistance right there at the 50-day moving average and the static resistance at $2.50. Going to be a tough spot for it. Even with volume picking up yesterday, I'll want to see volume continue to increase to try and blow through that resistance. And if it does, I don't see it meeting any more heavy resistance until up around $3.25. That's a nice gain to 30% to even challenge that area. And importantly, it could be given an overall shift to this chart, saying it's ready to break out of this downtrend and establish a new uptrend from that point going forward. Of course, top-end resistance would come up near $4 at those old highs. But right now, I'm more concerned with holding this support level, breaking through this first resistance point, going up here and challenging the 325 mark. And even at that point, if it wants to pull back some, hold this old resistance level as a new support, make a higher low off this bottom, and continue on an upward path of making higher lows and higher highs. Nice looking chart, and one to keep an eye on here going forward. As always, it's merely my interpretation of the RMC chart. I'm not a financial consultant. Strongly encourage you to do your own proper due diligence. Consult with a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Please visit the allpennystocks.com website to view the full disclaimer disclosure, and do not base any investment decisions on any material found on the website and/or this video chart. No person employed by All Penny Stocks is a registered investment advisor or licensed broker-dealer. Thank you for watching, and trade smart.